Welcome to another NUCIDA video. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell. Never forget our upcoming sessions. If you have any questions or hints, please leave a comment. Our certified QA experts will reply in time. Now you're going to learn how to run Selenium tests with the help of TravisCI and upload the test results directly to TestRail, saving time and centralizing all your testing efforts on a single platform. Let's get started. You can configure automated processes in TravisCI while using a YAML file, which allows you to specify build processes in a structured manner. TravisCI supports many version control tools, but for this demo, I'm going to use GitHub. You can find this sample in TestRail's GitHub repo under Samples Java and TestNG Selenium. Here you can have the travis.yaml file, which is basically a configuration file with the steps needed to run and upload the tests from TravisCI using the TestRail CLI. The first thing you need to do is to clone the project to your own GitHub repo, which I have already done. Once the project is cloned, you can navigate and sign into TravisCI. As the project is stored in GitHub, I'm going to sign in with my GitHub account, and TravisCI will automatically detect the travis.yaml file. Based on that, it will show that your project can be triggered under the More Options drop-down menu. Once you click on Trigger the Build, you'll have to choose the branch. I'm choosing the main branch, and I don't have any custom commit message or custom config, so I will click on Trigger Custom Build on the left panel. You'll see that the build is running, and it's based on the configuration which is defined in the travis.yaml file. So, to understand the configuration, let's click on the View Config section. As you can see, I chose the Xenial build environment for running this build. The build comprises a single job responsible for running and uploading the test results to TestRail. This job has two phases. The first phase is called script, and it runs the tests. The second phase is called the after script, and it installs the TestRail CLI and uploads test results to TestRail. Under the script part, I'm defining how to run the tests. As this example is very much specific to Java and TestNG Selenium tests, I'm using the command maven clean compile test. This command will run the tests and create a target folder for the XML report. Based on this XML report, the TestRail CLI will upload the test results to TestRail in the AfterScript section. You won't be able to use the CLI with automation frameworks that don't generate JUnit style XML reports. In the AfterScript section, I'm first installing the TestRail CLI, then defining the configuration to upload the test results to my TestRail instance. Here you can see various options, for example -y, -h, and -u. Let's try to understand what they mean. When you're using -y option, the CLI is going to create all the entities in the TestRail for you. The -h option specifies the TestRail instance where you want your results uploaded. Then you must define the test run project the results would be uploaded. In this case, I've created the project TravisCI Integration for this demo to specify the username and password you want to use, the -u and -p options. You can also specify the title of your test run, in this case Automated Tests from Travis Workflow. And finally, the -f option defines the location of the XML report that TravisCI will generate after the tests are executed. I've already triggered the build, so let's check the job logs. As you can see, the job started with the download of all the dependencies. Then the command maven clean compile tests starts running the tests. If you scroll down, you'll see the test execution. The sample has only 3 tests. I deliberately created tests that fail, so you can see that the details and messages from the failures are also uploaded to TestRail. Here you see the final results of the test run. 3 tests, 2 of them failed, 0 errors, and 0 skipped. This part is done. In the next section, you have the command pip install trcli, which installed the TestRail CLI on your image. And in the last command, you'll see all the configurations for uploading the test results from TravisCI to TestRail. In the end, the CLI processed 3 test cases and submitted the test results in 3.5 seconds. It means you can see the test results in TestRail. Now this is the test run instance I've mentioned in the TravisCI configuration file at the top. You can see the project mentioned in the configuration file as well. And here it's our new test run uploaded from TravisCI. Let's click on the name of the run to see the details. You can check out the results immediately in the graph. 1 test has passed and 2 failed, so 33% of the run passed. Scrolling down, you will see the tests that have passed or failed. When you expand one of the failed tests, it will give you why the test has failed. The same exception you would find in the TravisCI command line console. But maybe this information is not enough, and you want to check other kinds of logs. You have here a direct link to the TravisCI job, where you can find additional information. So, this is a very simple way to run tests with TravisCI, and then upload the test results to TestRail with the help of the TestRail CLI. For this demo, you'll need a paid plan or purchase credits to use TravisCI agents. If you have only the free plan, you will get a message saying that you don't have the required credits in TravisCI. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell. Never forget our upcoming sessions. If you have any questions or hints, please leave a comment. Our ISTQB, ITK, X-Ray, and TestRail certified QA experts will reply in time or even produce a separate video about your topic. Please also check out our other over 200 videos about software quality. Happy testing. See you next time.